Crepuscular Bronies discuss. Here we go.
Hello there, this is the MayBpony and welcome to another episode of Crepuscular Bronies Discuss. Today's topic is the question, where are the characters going? And let's first welcome our guests. With us once again, DigiBrony. Welcome back, Digi.
Hola.
Well, this was not Digi, this was Theory's face, but we can work with this. And for the very first time, Maybe.
Wait, what?
Hello, Maybe.
Hello.
And TheoryBrony as well. Now you have to do something, Digi, that your face pops up.
Wait, no. What? I like my face. I think my face works when I'm introducing myself.
Yeah, but you kind of sneaked in with your face when Digi was
I didn't do
introducing
jack
himself.
shit. It kind of just happened all by itself, and you know it.
What? Oh, May, I just see that.
Hello, everyone.
That's
This is gonna be a funny one.
yes.
No, I hate your face too, past analysis. Don't even fucking start with me.
We all know each other too well. This is gonna be too chaotic.
Love and tolerate.
God, there are endless many frames dropping. This is not good. We are experiencing technical problems. Is it still watchable,
Yeah,
chat?
that's why I told you to start streaming early so you would know if there was any technical problems. I warned you of this.
I can nothing do about it. Chat, is this watchable or not? Okay, it seems to be watchable. Well, in this case, let's start with the actual topic of today. How did we get to this topic? For everybody who is following Brony Curious, he started his new series where he answers questions he gets asked on Tumblr. And one of those questions was, if one of the main characters has never to get another feature episode, whom is it supposed to be? And, well, we are going to start with this question and explore why all the other characters we don't pick, what they still have to do, what they still have to accomplish, why they still need feature episodes. So, who wants to go first? Which character does not need any further feature episodes and why?
Not it.
What? Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna play that card?
Siri?
I'll
Because
go.
my instinctively... Oh, no, okay, no, she wants to go first.
Yeah,
by
okay,
all
maybe.
means.
You're welcome.
Ladies first.
Ladies
Look, I'm a
first.
gentleman. I'm being courteous.
I was not pre-warned about who was not getting any more things, but if I had to say, because if they're not going to get any more featured episodes, then I guess it would be a character that really doesn't have a lot more to do. They're kind of already maybe at their goal. And unfortunately, I know she gets a lot of flack, but Applejack, she wants to run the farm. She's doing that. So she's kind of there.
Mm.
You know, a lot of the
Oh,
other
like
ones have higher goals. Well, Fluttershy, I guess, doesn't really have a higher goal either.
Just to clarify, also that in Brony Curious's answer, he had said that it would be Twilight because of the fact that she's already become a princess and really completed the arc of learning about friendship. So, yeah, that was his pick. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Even so,
Yeah, I was going to
learn
say
all kinds
Twilight.
of princess crap.
yeah, but
Yeah, I was going to say Twilight, but at the same time, she just became a princess, so I mean, there's more room to have her grow as a character,
yeah, exactly.
like
This
as
is
a
the thing.
princess.
Uh,
So I don't think that would be.
Yeah, Brony Curious has a point about her arc being finished, but, well, there is now a whole new Twilight who has her whole own new arc, so... And I kind of want to still see her, so... I'm biased. So, does nobody want to challenge the fact that Applejack doesn't get any more episodes?
Well, I figure each of us should talk about who is our pick, and then we can start challenging.
Okay. So...
Well, I want to take back Applejack, and I want to say Fluttershy.
All right.
You just say this because you realize that Digi loves Applejack.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, she does. Applejack's already running the farm, but she could expand the farm. Fluttershy's pretty content.
Oh well. Theory, you stick to your pick of Twilight?
I was going to say Twilight, but I do kind of think that like Applejack is kind of at a point where she could possibly just not have any more featured episodes.
Digi?
Did
You
you
go
look
first.
gorgeous?
Me first! No, I'm the host. I'm always last.
You gotta go. I demand it. I want to hear it.
Okay.
I'm too curious about what you guys are gonna say before I say anything.
Already taking over again. God damn it.
You could say that DigiBrony's curious.
Okay, let's... Wah, wah. And he's a brony, so he is kind of brony curious.
Yeah, that was the joke. Thank you.
We are really going for the low-hanging fruits today, joke-wise. Nevertheless, I'm just supposed to say who might pick now, so we can argue why the other ones later. Okay. I guess I go tricky.
That's not a pony.
I was confused.
Yeah,
He
that's not.
mispronounced Trixie. Does he not want her to show up again?
Nevertheless, I just say for the sake of getting onwards, is Brony curious in the chat? I could say Rarity, because she is. I mean, she still has a kind of way to go, but like moving her business up the ladder. But I don't know. Actually, I can't do this because she hasn't got anything in season 3. Nevertheless, I mean, she is a very interesting character, but for the sake of argument, I say she doesn't necessarily need any more feature episodes because she already has had a few very great feature episodes. She already went through a lot of great character development, so she isn't in need anymore so much. Now you have to go, Digi. No more excuses.
Alright, so for me, the difficulty of this question is that there is no way in hell I'd say that any of the ponies shouldn't have more episodes to themselves. And a lot of that is because the idea here is that the character might be finished developing or not need as much development, or I'm choosing which character needs the least development, and I don't care about their character development. That's really not important to me or why I watch the show. So I'd be pissed no matter who it was, because the whole point is, the whole reason I'm watching the show is not to see where their character arcs are going to go, it's just to watch them do whatever. Applejack is my favorite character not because I'm interested in seeing where she's going to go from here on out. I'm interested in just watching Applejack be Applejack, you know. Her character has always been fairly stagnant from a development standpoint, but it's never been something that I considered a bad thing when I watch her. I do think that a lot of her, like, Applebug season is my favorite episode of the show, and then after that, each new Applejack episode usually sucks more and more, where it was like over a barrel, didn't really accomplish much. Family Appreciation Day didn't really accomplish much to me. Definitely not a lot of character development happening, but that's not why I don't like those episodes. I just don't think they were good or like very useful for even doing the basic task of giving me awesome Applejack moments. They just didn't do a great job of even that. So yeah, I definitely want more episodes for everyone, regardless of development. And even if the characters never really finish their arcs by the end of the show, I won't be that bothered by it. I kind of just say, for me, because if they do finish their arcs, like let's say Rarity gets her Carousel Boutique, that doesn't mean I don't want any more Rarity, or not her Carousel Boutique, but her boutique in Camelot. She gets that, I still will be like, okay, well now let's hear the story of where her life goes from there, how she succeeds in Camelot, what are the trials and tribulations she faces there. Twilight's a princess now, let's see what it's like for her as a princess. Fluttershy or Applejack, nothing changes, but I still want their stories. I want to see them throughout their whole lives until they all die.
Okay, before I force you to pick someone anywhere, I just, I just wanted to point out that Quillbit is kind of lucky that she survived yesterday's podcast with Misfortune, because she just said she doesn't like Rarity, and she was in a 3-hour podcast with Brony Curious, and she survived without him finding out. So good for you, girl. Good for you. But yeah, Digi, you have to name...
Now you have something else to worry about.
But Digi, you have to name one character.
The one character who, if there's no more episodes of them, it won't be as problematic for me. Spike!
No, main 6.
Oh shit.
But I do agree. But nevertheless, main 6. Do it, Digi. It sucks. I had a hard time as well, now you have to as well.
Because, I really want more, because obviously no one's going to pick Rarity and Rainbow Dash, or you picked Rarity, but no one sane is going to pick Rarity and Rainbow Dash, because they have the clearest arcs that are still evolving, and we want more of them. We want to see where they're going to go. We want to see them through to the end. Twilight Sparkle just became a princess, so, if it had been like there was a definitive end to Twilight's arc, we'd be like, oh, Twilight, but since instead we know that there's so many possibilities, we're like, oh, we got to see what's going to happen with Princess Twi. So that leaves the other 3. Pinkie Pie, I guess, maybe Pinkie Pie, because you get so much great Pinkie Pie anyway without her needing her own episode. I really don't see any reason to... each of her episodes is fun, but it's usually not much different from just Pinkie Pie being Pinkie Pie. It's not like something... with other characters, something like with Wonderbolt Academy, for instance, you're getting something from Rainbow Dash that you can't get just having Rainbow Dash randomly in an episode with everyone else. It's special because she's on her own and it's her episode. But Pinkie Pie episodes, you get the same kind of thing from just her being in the show,
I would even say you usually get even better Pinkie Pie because she simply works better as a supportive character. May I retroactive change my pick? Because I kind of missed out on even thinking about Pinkie because
I'll be honest, me too. I completely
no one thought of Pinkie Pie. And the reason is no one thinks about Pinkie Pie's character arc because I guess Pinkie... It's odd in that way because everyone brings up Applejack's lack of a character arc and Fluttershy's sort of not really character arc. No one ever brings up Pinkie Pie because you don't really have that expectation of Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, but
she's not a character that anyone's watching expecting her to have a character arc.
Yeah, and this is pretty much the thing because as much as I like too many Pinkie Pies, the point I did, for example, in my review at the beginning was that how tricky it is to make a full-length episode about Pinkie Pie without, with the balance problem of making her a reliable protagonist you can follow around and still letting her break the fourth wall and stuff like this, which is something you can hardly do for 20 minutes straight. So she is
I would definitely argue...
character.
I would definitely argue that in each Pinkie Pie episode, there is something to be learned about Pinkie Pie. Obviously, Party of One gave us insecurity. What's it called? A Friend Indeed gives us, the total, we totally get Pinkie Pie's mind and everything. From that, we get, what kind of person she is. And too many Pinkie Pies, for me, if you look at my analysis of too many Pinkie Pies, it's I considered it, establishing who she really is, the way she thinks, rather, the way she thinks about fun and her philosophy on fun. All of that is fascinating, and I'd love to have more of it. But if we never got another Pinkie Pie episode, I would just be like, oh, it wouldn't be like, oh, we're missing out. Oh, I can't believe there was no Pinkie Pie episode this season because she's so present anyway. She's in every fucking episode.
Yes. And for example, if you think about Time, where she is even she's a direct supportive character, and she is awesome with all the hidden stuff all around Ponyville and Madame Pinkie. It's great, and she was so great in a supportive role, but she I mean,
because that's pretty much what she's built for, is that she can play off of absolutely anyone in the show. Everyone's interactions with Pinkie Pie are interesting, because they all react differently to her and her antics. So, she can be helpful, she can be bizarre, she can be interesting, she can be the straight man and the funny man at the same time. You know, she makes jokes sometimes where she makes fun of the other characters for saying something dumb while saying something dumb. You know, it's like she's a really all-purpose character. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, for example,
so it's been 15 minutes.
What?
We've already.
No.
So it's only been 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is the reason. This is the reason why we only wanted this question to start out and then move on to where are the characters? What actually are we suspecting from the characters? Even though this might be a hard time for you, since you already established that you do not really expect, you just want to see them do their thing. But nevertheless, for example, you brought up that a lot of people first start thinking about Applejack, and yeah, it is pretty much because there is...
Oh, maybe not.
Okay, do I rearrange the OCs or do I wait for her?
Yeah, just wait. She'll probably be back. We keep talking.
Yeah. Now I'm hiding behind you, and Theory is hiding behind May. Anyways, yeah, the thing with Applejack and her episodes is pretty much what Brony Curious said in his one big starting video, the Applejack video, was like the thing that she was pretty much fully established early on. We got her biggest we learned her biggest weakness, her strengths, and she is such a well-rounded character. I always refer to her as the objective best pony.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
It just happened.
Sorry.
It's a dog. Yeah, she is kind of best pony because she is so fucking perfect. She is. I just said it yesterday on the stream as well. She is hardworking, family person, helps everybody, is honest, yada 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 yada. So, and this is a tricky aspect for the writers to make something interesting happening to her. But this is also pretty much the reason why I still do want to see more episodes with her, that they finally figure out an angle where something interesting happens, where because she is a character, she needs to be challenged in a way that gives her a chance to be...
Actually, you know what I think would be the perfect Applejack episode for me? Is one where instead of trying to think of a bullshit challenge for her, like instead of like trying to make up something that could test her, they just have an episode just about Applejack doing shit. Like, not even anything special, no conflict, no antagonism, just a slice-of-life episode about Applejack on the farm. You know, just dialogue between her and her friends, you know, stuff like that. We really don't get a lot of that in MLP. There's usually some kind of conflict because there's usually some kind of lesson. But I'd love it if there was just one episode that's just pure slice of life, no conflict, no anything. I know it would bore a lot of the fandom to tears, but I love those kind of shows. I watch a lot of slice of life shows where there is no conflict, and I just think that would be a great way to just have like a relaxing sort of zen-like episode about Applejack, just like apple bucking, having lunch with her friends, doing whatever. You know, maybe like a morning to night episode where it's just like a day in the life of Applejack. You know, I'd like to see that a lot.
People are already asking who would watch this. But yeah, I guess well, I kind of like the idea because this made-up reasons, this contrived reasons they make, like let's make it Family Appreciation Day, and she overdoes it.
Right.
Yeah, but for example, not Family Appreciation Day, Apple Family Reunion, but for example, even this episode could have been interesting if they wouldn't have tried to go with all this.
They kind of forced this conflict, and you know, because it should have been a lot easier for like either for Applejack to figure out what she was doing wrong, or someone in the family to point out what she was doing wrong, or just the whole thing really revolves. To me, it does. I do think it's an interesting conflict. I don't think it's bad. I think it's nice that, especially after someone pointed out an idea once that they said, what if Applejack was like concerned that this would be some of the family's last reunion, like the ones who are older might be dead by the next time they do this. So she's thinking like, I have to make this big because, you know, this could be the last one for a while. We don't know who we're going to see again at the next reunion, especially her own parents being dead. would add to that. So I can totally see where this whole stress in the situation would be interesting. They just didn't do a very good job of making it interesting in the episode, you know?
Yeah, instead they made this goddamn conflict. So, yeah, I think it could still be a special occasion, not too mundane. I mean, I guess it would be fine, but for 20 minutes, something has to happen. Maybe not really a conflict, but something. Something has to happen. Otherwise, it is really just... I mean, okay, The Sims is a quite popular game, even so you just play a normal life instead of having a normal life. Okay, I played The Sims.
I mean, I can tell you a lot of shows that I watch that are really low-key like that. A lot of anime shows are made that the point is just to, you know, have some laughs, just watch people enjoy themselves, and I don't know, I've always been really into those kind of shows. But anyway, the comic...
Azumanga Daioh.
Yeah, that's kind of a similar one. Azumanga Daioh is a little bit more based on comedy than what I'm really talking about. I don't know if you've ever seen...
They just walk around, they do weird stuff, but it's just normal weird stuff.
Like, if you ever watch Hidamari's sketch, that's more of what I'm talking about, where it's a lot like Azumanga Daioh. It's just like 4 high school girls just kind of dicking around, but it's a lot less spastic or, like, weird. It's mostly just, like, normal situations where they're just, like, you know, having fun or whatever. But yeah, in the last podcast, in your comments section, a lot of people told me that I talked too much, and that's happening. So I'm gonna let.
I believe
it's funny that you say that because someone posted an image in the chat.
Yes.
I think this is
I guess
very appropriate.
Give me a second, I can show it for everybody.
You don't say, DigiBrony.
Here we go. No, but the thing is, I believe the people don't really have a problem with you talking a lot. I mean, hey, you pretty much, your whole channel is about people loving you here talk. I guess the problem most people were criticizing were that you just monologue so much that it's hard for other people to get their point in. So,
right.
Yeah. But, okay, what were we talking? This was a big trend talking game.
Maybe. What's your opinion on where the characters are going? Pick any character. Talk about where they're going.
Oh, I think you covered everything. No,
well, with at least Applejack and Pinkie Pie.
Well, I was thinking, you know, after Twilight became a princess and everybody talks about how that changes her dynamic and she's going to have to be a Canterlot more, I thought, well, you know, Rainbow Dash with the Wonderbolts, you know, as being her clear goal, wouldn't she want to move to Canterlot? Isn't that where they're based out of, it seems? And Rarity has always wanted to be, you know, in Canterlot, such a, you know, a socialite and all that stuff. And so she could, you know, would probably be fine opening a shop in Canterlot.
Right.
And Pinkie could probably open a extension of the cakes. They could like have a branch in Canterlot. It's like I can see most of the main 6, if they wanted to follow Twilight to support her moving to Canterlot.
Except
Applejack was the really hard one because of the farm.
Yeah,
unless they like named her head of produce for the entire kingdom or something.
Actually, what's interesting is that this ties into, like, this is exactly why I used to ship Appleshy, because of the fact that in my headcanon, it would be like, because I've often tried to imagine, like, okay, when they all grow up, who's going to be left, who's going to end up with who? And it's like, everyone else is going to fucking leave except for Applejack, Fluttershy, and Pinkie Pie. And then I was like, I could totally see AJ and Fluttershy hanging out all the time after that, and then they'd just kind of, like, get married.
Well, Applejack does need Fluttershy's help with all those varmints that come on the farm, so she might as well just live there and save her some trips.
I mean, as much as Appleshy kind of fulfills my wish for Fluttershy in a homosexual relationship I talked about earlier, I still would work because you were there, yesterday when I came up with the idea that something that could happen in Applejack's life that is slice of livey would be relationship.
Yeah,
I kind of would have.
Yeah, you really want your pony relationships.
Yes, on Equestria Daily, this is also. There were a few people disagreeing with the Twilight Alicon arguments I brought up, but nearly every second one was disagree.
No relationship.
Yes.
I knew that was gonna happen too. That's part of why I like when I preface these videos when I post them on Equestria Daily, like in the blurbs, what I'm usually trying to do is sort of route attention so that people won't like get too mad. Because like mostly people are going, oh, I disagree with the relationship thing, but here's my choices of what I do want, and that's why I kind of threw in that question where it's like, what do you guys want? Because if it was just commentary on just your top 5, it would have been like nothing but people bitching about your choice of that. So I was like, yeah, let's make sure that doesn't become like the center of the conversation. It's just a bunch of people bitching about your desire to have them.
I mean, I put it pretty low on the list. It was
Right.
number 4, I believe.
But pretty low on the list also means pretty early in the video. So, you know.
That gives people time to forget about it.
Exactly. Usually you put the highlight.
Except the thing is that Equestria Daily commenters, like the first 10 to 15 comments on any video is like immediately. Like they obviously did not have time to watch the video.
Okay.
And then you get more comments where it's like they're commenting as they're watching and stuff. So there still would have been plenty of bitching about it.
Yeah, I still have to figure out how AQD works. Right now I'm just trying to catch up with all the freaking comments over there and add my 2 bits wherever I have something to say. So this is pretty much what I did today, and I'm still not through. This is so insane. I blame you, DG.
Yeah.
God damn it, how could you post me?
I got the Equestria Daily app from my phone, but it's very hard to see everything on there.
So, but yeah, where were we?
Let's bring in TheoryBrony for Fluttershy, because he's writing a video about her right now.
Oh,
Actually, I already wrote it. So, well, I mean, I personally think that Fluttershy can actually stand to have more episodes because,
Right.
well, the topic of my video is about how people seem to think that Fluttershy doesn't really have, like, a continuous character. Like, it seems to become a consensus that Fluttershy is written to be extremely fearful, and that she's just not going anywhere at all from, like, one place to the other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing is that with a character like Fluttershy, is that it's more realistic for her to keep regressing.
Right.
Because, like, I bring it up in my video that I actually have a friend who is very similar to Fluttershy in the sense that, like, she can tend to be shy and reserved, but then she learns that it's okay to come out of your shell, and et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. So with Fluttershy, I can see her having more featured episodes because after Keep Calm and Flutter On, where she actually shows a lot more development
Right.
than what she had previously shown. Because there have been numerous times where she's been put in that kind of situation where it's like, we need your help. Usually she's like, oh no, I can't do it, or no, I don't want to go watch the Dragon Migration. She's just usually just so against it, but this time she's like, I actually think I can do this. So this is showing, you know, more development in Fluttershy. So I think that, you know, Fluttershy is actually going to be going somewhere in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
So so I'd like to see more Fluttershy episodes, definitely.
Yeah, along this thought, I guess another great way for Fluttershy to do stuff in the future and to further evolve is going somewhere with her friendship with Discord. Really just having this odd couple, because for my top list I came across this artist on DeviantArts, who also I discovered because I believe he or she got featured in the nightly roundup and in the comic section of Equestria Daily a lot in the recent history.
Is it the Prankster Shy artist?
Possible. I haven't figured out what this guy did before, but the great thing is really you have this great connection between Discord and Fluttershy, hanging out all the time, and enjoying each other's company, but with Discord just being an immature prankster, and she trying to keep him in check, but without being afraid of him. She's still not really the canon Fluttershy because she's a little bit too grim all the time, but she has this. I could see this work in the show with Fluttershy being more like we are used to her, but having her have a lot interaction with Discord in this way that he is making nonsense and he is trying to be assertive, but has her struggles, but she is not afraid of being assertive around him because, well, they are friends. She is capable of being...
Yeah, I gotta say, my favorite thing to come out of the Fluttershy Discord friendship has been all the comics. I've seen tons of comics exploring their relationship in different ways. One of the coolest ones is there's a series called Prankster Shy, where it's like Discord trying to teach Fluttershy to do pranks on the other ponies, and it just totally like they're totally friends with one another, but Discord is like giving her pranks that he knows she can't do, and they always backfire on her because she's too Fluttershy to do it correctly, you know.
She's too Fluttershy.
But you know, it's not really aggressive on either of their parts. It's just fun watching, you know, Fluttershy's pranks go back on her, and Discord just laughing about it.
He's such a lovable dick.
Yeah, I would like to see more Fluttershy in Discord because we'd also get to learn more actually about Discord as well, and you know, more character development for pretty much everyone's favorite villain at this point.
Yeah, even so, it's hard to say if he still counts as a villain, or let's just call it.
Well, yeah, he's not really a villain anymore.
Yeah. But that's a good thing. He can still be, especially in Slice of Life, an antagonistic force, because having a prankster going around village and annoying the hell out of each other is still Slice of Life, but we can still see Discord, so I would like...
I mean,
Discord is best princess.
Like,
is
what I
don't
want... I definitely don't want to see an episode where they're basically reforming Discord again. Like, if he's going around doing stuff and he can't tell that he's like, oh, I can't do pranks, blah blah, and they're like, no, Discord, you can't do it. It's like, that's just going to be a repeat of what he was doing before, was he was doing too many pranks and everyone was mad at him. I'd rather see him really fitting in with society just in his own twisted way. You know, he's not really doing anything that makes anyone mad. He's just kind of being Discord, you know. I like it when Discord's just kind of a lower key sort of, you know, villain where he's not like doing anything that would really hurt anyone. He would just like dick around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I guess a mixture would be nice because he's still his own twisted way is this kind of enjoying annoying other people. So I don't want to really call it sadistic. He just has a lot of Schadenfreude. So. Yeah, but we still got a few others. But by the way, to just go back a bit, did somebody else has a few nice ideas where Applejack could go? Because so far we only had really having her Slice of Life the hell out of an episode.
Right.
Well, I know it's because it's a kid's show. Everybody's like they're gonna totally avoid that, but if they could find a way to talk about their parents. And maybe like even she suppressed some grief about that, and she doesn't like to talk about stuff like that. That could be a good something for her to kind of deal with.
Yeah, I'd really like them to do an episode in regards to death. I know it's a very like touchy topic, especially for children.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just want to see how they'd handle that, and I think Applejack would be the best candidate because it seems to be, well, pretty much.
Yeah.
Her parents are considered dead by the writers.
Right.
And I mean, it would be easy enough. Just let Applebloom approach her and ask her. There you go. Episode can be even. You can even explore the topic without actually having to let somebody on screen die, because they just can talk about the past and how Applejack was able to deal with it in herself in the past. So.
It's not like kids shows never talk about this either, you know. So
people die in Disney movies all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Disney is more family oriented, I think My Little Pony is definitely in that super early morning, this is meant to be just for kids time slot, you know? I mean, obviously the writers want it to be family oriented, but in terms of what they're allowed to do, it's sort of like, because I've always considered there to be like different grades of this, and you can basically tell just by what words they can't say and what things can't happen. Like, for instance, a show that I always wished was aimed slightly older was Avatar: The Last Airbender, because no one ever dies in that show, and they use the word "die" once in the whole show, because they couldn't say it. They weren't allowed to, unless they can only get one use.
In reference to Monkiatsu or Monkiatsu, Avatar's mentor, they found his skeleton in very early on.
Yeah, that's like... Yeah, that would
He was
be
already
a
dead.
death reference, yeah, but like no one ever dies, because there's like these big war scenes towards the end of the show where there's like huge battles happening and no one's dying. You can clearly see that no one's dying, and it was like, it weakens it, because the story is supposed to have some kind of, you know, like tension, but no one's fucking dying in a war scene, and they couldn't say like people are dying or anything like that. The only time the word die is ever used in the show is in the final battle, because it's like the main bad guy goes like, I'm going to kill you, and it's like, oh shit, they got their one kill that they're allowed in the show out there, you know? So like, in a show like MLP, I'm not even sure if they're allowed to use the words death or die or kill, because I'm sure you've noticed they've never said them before, you know? So yeah, it'd be interesting if they were to that's what I'm scared of, is that if they did have to handle death, they'd have to handle it with such kid gloves that it could lose all meaning, you know?
Yeah.
We can still wish.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, we can wish.
So, I mean, but it is sadly it is a rather unlikely wish, as the example of Applejack's parents pretty much proves, by just using these 2 shooting stars and that's it. Yeah. And as a symbolism for the people.
I think that was their way of saying like, this is the best acknowledgement we're gonna get. Yes. At least we got something, you know. But I really feel like that was the show creators being like, we're going to do this in the most subtle way possible so that it can at least be in there, but we want it in there.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I just realized that I screwed up the screen region and people can see our audio amplitudes. Oh well, that's free for you today. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I guess we pretty much... or other interesting thoughts for Applejack? Yeah, okay. I guess we can also go back every time we want, if somebody has another nice idea. Who next? Should we tackle the big one, the Twily one?
We kind of already know where the Twilight episodes are all going to be heading. It's going to be... I assume that we're going to get an episode of her learning how to fly.
I hope
and
so.
Possibly... season 4 opener having something to do with her being in a position of power. So I don't know how, like, where that would go exactly.
That's the thing. I especially with Twilight, we have really a lot of ways where we can go. I mean, because yeah, it's right now it is a very unsure thing. Are they going to make her really this ruler character? I don't really see this happening because wouldn't be really give a lot of content. Will they make her some kind of ambassador-like character moving around Equestria with the main 6, or even without outside of Equestria, visiting other kingdoms? Would be a great opportunity for world building. Where else?
Well, I was going to say, because with Voice of Reasons, when he did his Season 4 wish list, and he was like, please do something with the Equestria Games, that would be a good way to bring in people from all corners, and then afterwards they could meet some of the diplomats, like a few people from far off, not necessarily diplomats, but from far off places, and then if they went around, they'd already kind of have like one person they knew that could introduce them to the area, and they could really tie it together kind of like that if they wanted to.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that they didn't actually have an episode of the Equestrian Games, because I thought Games Ponies Play was actually going to be about the Equestrian Games, not what it was.
I believe a lot of people did, but yeah, this is also
Because the way I saw it was that like the first episode was it was the Spike episode, and then the second one was them in getting everything set up, and I thought the finale would be something in regards to Games Pony's play, but it was actually something completely different. So that's why I was confused. It's like, okay, well, we know that there's going to be a huge event in the Crystal Empire, but when is that going to actually happen? Or did it already happen? Like, that we actually have no idea of knowing.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, that was just the next to the last episode, so hopefully, they won't forget about it and they'll do something with it in season 4.
I hope so.
I could imagine it being part of the mentioned two-parter at the opening of season 4, that they maybe go there with continuing the Alicon Twilight arc on the one hand, and making the Equestria games the setup.
Yeah, I suppose, because I could also give... Well, I didn't read Crystal Heart Spell in its entirety, but...
Why not? It's so short.
Because I actually didn't read it at all. I only know the summary because I watched your video on it, I'll be honest. Because in Crystal Heart Spell, Twilight goes to, speak to Cadence. So I think that they could tie both the Equestrian Games and Crystal Heart Spell into one because Twilight obviously goes to speak to Princess Cadence about, I'm a princess, I don't know what do. And so yeah, like, we could both get, like, the Equestrian Games, and then we could also get the story of Crystal Heart Spell in kind of the same, two-parter. So that'd be a lot of content to fill in, though.
Mm.
Well, I think, like, A&Y kind of says, we've seen Twilight do setups before, and so that would be good. She could help set up and run the Equestria Games, and that would be part of, a big to-do duty for a princess to probably oversee, and by God, we know she's got the organizational skills.
What is that on your head?
Shoes, to precisely.
Slippers. Like, see, because it took me a while, because I was looking at the chat and they're like, oh, Digi, why Digi? And I'm just like, wait, what's going on? So I look at Digi, I'm like,
a lot has happened.
What?
I was like, every time I look at him, nothing was going on.
Carry on. What were you saying?
I'm trying to be serious. That's me. I'm me trying to be serious
This
because
is really scary, I have to admit.
that's the kind of shit I pull in the aftermath.
Yes.
Right, we're here for serious reasons, everybody.
Damn.
And now everybody can talk about
great.
serious.
Digi, you did it. I blame you, Digi, for this. This is your fault. Just say.
Get back to what you were talking about. You were on topic and everything. Shit was happening.
Yeah, but now he is making the hamster face.
Everyone go ahead. Alright, so I'm pointing over there. I know it's pointing to May, but if May had a camera, she could also help me point over to Digi.
The problem
so everyone go and blame Digi for what's going on right here.
Siri,
Pointing in
It's
the
not a
wrong
fucking
direction,
panda,
dumbass.
it's a goddamn mongoose. Get this
Siri.
shit straight.
Siri, you
Siri.
are...
You're
Siri.
pointing in the wrong direction.
Yes, you are mirrored.
Well, on my screen, I'm pointing...
Yes, on your
Okay,
screen,
this way.
but we are seeing my perspective.
Yes, that's
now
right.
Now it's correct.
Okay,
Okay,
go blame
pretend I'm
Digi,
pointing
go
at
blame
Digi.
Shirt Guy. And his My Little Pony shirt.
It's everyone.
Wait, I make him on the big screen.
Oh, we're gonna do this like Star Wars. It's like, Star Wars is supposed to go the other direction. You get what I'm doing?
Okay.
Yes,
Nevertheless-
I get what you're doing.
Nevertheless, mongoose face away.
So topic, back on.
Exactly. Any further thoughts?
I was saying how they could possibly link the Crystal Heart Spell and Games Pony's play into Season 4, which would allow for more continuity and would also make it so we'd get more with Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
And I just added to that it would be a good first duty for Twilight was to help oversee the Equestria Games because she's good at organizing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Pretty much. Well, I guess kind of round up trial. Let's do another easy one, I guess. I mean, is somebody expecting what else can we expect from Rainbow Dash? Expect joining the Wonderbolts, as well as probably becoming some more mentory figure for
Scoodloo.
Thank you.
What the fuck, you fucking creeper? What are you doing?
Just concentrate, guys. Seriously.
Yeah.
Stop getting distracted by what I'm doing and like worry about yourselves.
Well, yeah. So what else can we expect from Rainbow Dash? As also, how is she? If she is really going both these ways, like being the mentor on the one hand and becoming a Wonderbolt, how should this turn out? Where from the time and everything. So where goes Rainbow Dash?
Where goes Rainbow Dash?
Yes.
Could she compete in the Equestria Games?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, yeah. That's like the plot. This got brought up in the in the EQD
Oh,
comments.
now he's actually serious. Okay.
In the EQD comments on MayBpony's post, someone was bringing up like I think they wanted Lightning Dust to come back or something, or no, they were talking about how it'd be interesting to see Rainbow Dash and Applejack compete at the Equestria Games, and I was thinking it would be really cool because both of them kind of would like haven't been able to prove their strength recently. Like Theory just takes bathroom. Wow, that's awesome. He has like a little thing. It's like a new task or something.
Yes. Part of the toolbox.
But like, you know, last time Applejack tried to do something competitive, she failed at the last roundup and she didn't get any medals. And then at Rainbow Dash in, you know, Wonderbolt's Academy had this experience where even though she came out on top and it had a positive ending, while the episode was happening, she was, you know, kind of outclassed by Lightning Dust. So what I really want to see is for the two of them to compete and just like totally win. And I want to see Rainbow Dash versus Lightning Dust in a clean, fair race, and for Rainbow Dash to prove once and for all that she is faster. Like, you know, she's done so much training and become so badass that she races Lightning Dust. And it would be so epic to see that that rematch happen. And then Applejack, I just guess, would win a bunch of shit.
Also,
Just got handed a cheeseburger.
ooh, that's pretty awesome.
Very soggy.
Where's my flatmate handing me a cheeseburger? But yeah, I really this is
Oh, it's also
actually
got pickles on it.
point. I guess I would like to see Lightning Dust return as well, especially to clarify her fate, because for those who don't know, there has been an alternative ending already written for Wonderbolt Academy, and in this very ending, it would not have ended with her just getting removed
I've seen the alternate.
the needle and moved off screen. There would have been one more scene with Rainbow Dash standing there with the golden emblem and Lightning Dust next to her with the silver one, and Rainbow would be like, hey, you're okay with this? And she's
The
like,
way better ending for the
yes,
episode.
so much better. Really, it was so... I mean, maybe they really...
I remember literally reading that and being like, what the fuck? Why didn't this happen?
Yes,
Like, this is
it
perfect.
is so much superior, this ending. I can only imagine, I'm not familiar enough with the movie Top Gun to know if it ends in a similar way, that they kind of try to nail the Top Gun reference a bit more. And this would be really sad if they screwed up the good ending just for the reference. Because I love the reference, but the
I thought it was a time thing.
yeah, the reference has to serve the story and not the other way around. So, but that's the thing, because with the ending we got, and if we wouldn't know about the alternative ending, the last thing of Lightning Dust we see is her having removed her status and being moved away by two guards. And this is really not fair, and I would like to see her return, and just to see where she is, that she is, that she found her way in a way, something. That she still is an athlete now for the Equestria Games maybe, or that she actually is still in the Wonderworld program, just like Rainbow Dash. The thing what was...
She
that has
definitely
been
needs to
intended.
come back.
Yes.
She was a great character,
Yes,
a
because
great rival for Rainbow Dash, and the two of them could have a lot of great episodes together.
Yes, and it's just such an unsatisfying point she just had, and exit she just had. She's a great character, and it was unsatisfying. So, well, Rainbow Dash.
Oh, is he like taking a dump or something? Like, holy shit! Oh, there he is.
Well, welcome back. I hope you had a good time. We did as well.
Hey, Theory, they brought me a burger, but do you want the pickles? Like, I don't like pickles. Do you want them?
I don't like pickles either, so no.
And why do you want my pickles?
I like
What the
pickles.
fuck?
You want them?
Ah, sure. Throw them over.
Are you...
Oh, thanks. Here's a pickle. Good pickle. Thanks, Gigi.
What?
No problem.
Okay, back to the topic. Rainbow Dash. Yeah. I mean, Equestria Games would be a really great way for Rainbow Dash to show off a bit, but what afterwards? How is her character going in the long... We
Theory
destroyed...
died.
I just want to say we destroyed Theory, didn't we?
Theory.
It's like you saw his video about weirdos when he freaked out in his own stream when he first got the taco picture, didn't you, Digi? It's just like this.
No.
He just freezes and isn't saying anything for a few minutes before
He's got
will
the best reactions.
he will have his freak out moment in a few seconds. Wait, I'm putting it on the big screen. He will have his freak.
Nobody ever
I'm
told
not.
me.
So I think that Rainbow Dash isn't really, like, hasn't gone much of anywhere. I mean, with Wonderbolt Academy,
Oh, gee.
like, that was as close to one Apple Rainbow.
You can't even think anymore. You've lost everything.
Okay,
Okay. Trying to bring
Rainbow
back...
Dash being a Wonderbolt, though with Wonderbolt Academy.
Yeah, I really would like to see her go back there, and to move this storyline, story arc to a finishing point. But how
One Apple Rainbow.
Yeah, but how would it supposed? What happened to my? Why am I? A picture. Okay, we just ignore the fact that I'm only my avatar now.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
I have no idea. Maybe. Oh, okay. It just.
Are you playing games, did you?
Nevertheless,
Huh?
okay. Yeah,
Totally.
but the question is how. I'm by now I'm not really sure how I want to see this go down, because I want to see her becoming Wonderbolt and really going along, fulfilling her dream, having this great new job, but. On the other hand, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, this is not allowed to happen because then she has to leave Ponyville." And
And I don't get it. Like, everyone who freaks out over the idea that things are going to change in one way or another, like, every time someone might possibly leave Ponyville, everyone freaks out. And it's like, guys, okay, let's say that they leave Ponyville and therefore they can't be around all the time, right? But that's probably already true. They obviously can't hang out with each other every waking hour of every day. They all have their own lives. And if they were living in Cloudsdale, if she, like, let's say she's with in Cloudsdale with the Canalot, or even, God, what did I even just say? With the Wonderbolts, or they're in Canalot. Those places are, like, really close by, and there's no reason they can't just, like, travel back and forth. And since the show is, like, picking moments when the characters are together, then the show can always be about moments when the characters are together. You know? Like, we just don't, like... It's not like we're going to suddenly now have no episodes where all 6 of them are in one place, because they're going to pick the moments when they're all 6 in one place and make that an episode, you know?
yeah. I mean, this is a little bit a thing that an aspect that got picked on in Time and Life, Life and Times of a Winning Pony. How the main six actually, when they go out adventuring, how they just happen to drop everything they are doing, even though a lot of them have actual jobs, and they are just like, okay, for an episode we are out there doing something. Yeah, but the show never cared about this kind of weirdness that they just drop everything and go out and have an adventure. This is how the universe works over there. You can do this without getting fired, and yeah, so I guess it still would not be a problem, especially, for example, if you consider how fast Rainbow Dash can fly. To move from Canterlot over to Ponyville to visit for an episode would be like, I guess she could even still live in Ponyville and just fly to work every day.
Exactly.
Or to train.
And it's probably like a 2-hour train ride to Canterlot tops, you know? So, if that. Might be a 20-minute train ride. I don't even know. It's right there. You can fucking see it from Ponyville, you know? So, it's not like oh, she's in Canterlot, never gonna see her again. It's like, she's right there.
I think that would be a really nice...
Canterlot, you know, all the time.
I think that would be like a really nice episode idea, like, for a finale. I like the show finale, like, for, like, the end of the show, if that ever happens. I'd like for it to be everyone's, like, achieved their goals. Their dreams have been, like, Rainbow Dash is a Wonderbolt, Rarity's in Canterlot, Applejack doing Applejacky thingies, and Fluttershy is Fluttershy. And yeah, so what I'd like to see is that, like, despite them all being apart, like, because, you know, they're all going to have, like, mixed feelings about, you know, wanting to go, and because, you know, they're all friends. It's just like, oh, well, I'll be so far away, I'll never see them again. And so that would be, like, a really nice episode to touch base on.
If you there's a show that's one of my favorite shows called Gakuen Utopia Manabi Straight, obviously an anime series, and the ending is exactly that. Like, it's about the whole show takes place in high school, and it all leads up to, like, the graduation in, like, the second to last episode. And then the last episode is about each of the main characters. They had formed such a strong bond together, but they all had different, like, vastly different ideas of what they were going to do with their future. So, like, the last episode is about all of them, like, revealing what they're planning to do, and they're like, shit, we're never going to see each other again, or whatever, you know? And then, like, the ending credits of the episode shows each of them, like, doing their thing. Like, one of them, the main character flies to America, or, like, there's two main characters, really. One of them, she goes to America to study, and the other girl becomes a freeder, which means that she just bounces between part-time jobs, and that was, like, what she wanted to do. So she's doing that, and then, like, one character goes to university, one of them's playing baseball now, and then, like, after the credits, it shows all of them meet up back at the school, and they're just, like, graffitiing the school together. It's just, like, a year later, and they all meet up again to have this fun time. And it was... it is one of my favorite endings ever of anything. It was just, like, so powerful and moving for me that I had a mental breakdown and cried all day. So, but yeah, that would be similar.
Yeah, I'd like that to happen with My Little Pony. Not that exact.
For me to have a mental breakdown and cry all day.
Yes, actually, I would. You and your fucking pickles.
Oh, we're close to an hour, aren't we?
Yeah, that's fine.
Pretty much.
And we still haven't...
I was told that... I've been told that if I do... Anthony C. has told me that anything I do with TheoryBrony, I have to get him to sing. Because apparently he is the Brony... Anthony C. thinks he's the Brony Justin Timberlake. So I think we should do that of some kind.
I guess.
Nearly as
Pick a song.
Sure.
Wait,
we're going to sing?
Yeah.
No,
right now?
just you.
Yeah.
Yep, just you, because singing together
But
over...
I'm not prepared. I need my makeup artists. I need...
You're basically saying you need a pickle to make
I need to
your
go pet my
face...
voice. I need what?
You need a pickle to
He
make
says you
your
need a
face
pickle.
beautiful.
No, but for real, you gotta
on
sing
the eyes.
something.
I don't need pickles. What am I supposed to sing?
I don't know, a pony song. We're in a pony thing.
Pony song, da-da-da-da. There you
No,
go.
it has to be one that we both know.
Or
Well, what
maybe...
songs do you know?
I know all the pony songs.
Let's make it like
Do
this.
this thing, Arian. One of you be Cadence and one of you be Chrysalis.
No, that's me and Brony Curious's thing.
Yeah, the thing is, I guess we can say Theory can sing about it, and he has to sing for the ending of the podcast. So you have
Right,
until the
yeah.
ending to consider which song, and
You
you
gotta-
have to sing that.
Yeah, you got to sing us out.
Yeah.
Wait,
Until
okay,
then,
what?
until then, we still got Rarity. Where to go?
Oh, we still have to talk about
A lot.
Yeah, I mean,
Are we strictly limited to the main 6?
for the sake
Cancelot,
of keeping
darling.
this within 2 hours, we are limited to the main.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I actually considered. Yeah, I guess Spike will just stay at Twilight Side. I
Fuck
guess.
Spike, no one cares.
No, I do care, but not
Spike's-
about.
the CMC.
He's just going to follow Twilight,
Yeah,
no matter where
exactly.
she goes.
Exactly. He
He's
will
pretty
be.
much his guardian.
Yeah.
Raise
So-
this barn.
He wrote raise. The in the comments it says raise, but it's raise written as in like,
R-A-Z-E.
raise this bard. That would be, dude. I'm gonna make a metal version of raise this bard, and it's gonna be raise this bard.
Oh god. I'll sing Raise This Barn, that works.
Raise this bard. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, short
No, can't.
question. CMC getting cutie marks, yes or no? With it,
Yes.
Yeah.
early on,
Yeah, I'd
not
like to-
not at the end. At the end, they
Early
have
on?
early on.
I'd like to see it in
the
okay,
near future.
here's my dream for how the show will play out.
Okay.
Is that like my timing for this is that it should probably happen during season 5, because I think by the end of season 4 we'll have gone through like most of the episode ideas that we can come up with. Like we'll have explored all the characters pretty well and stuff. At some point in season 5, what I would not mind happening, I know a lot of people would be opposed to this, and it would change the nature of the show, but it would basically be like ending the first part and moving into a second part, would be for the Cutie Mark Crusaders to get their cutie marks, and then for them to become the new main characters. And then the rest of the cast would become the supporting cast, the Cutie Mark Crusaders would become the show leaders, and they'd have like a few other friends as well alongside. And so it would be like the second series, kind of like how in Pokemon, they'll like every time like the show kind of resets and they move to a new area and they get like a new companions and stuff like that. It would be like that, but with
I was like Digimon when it passed down to the younger generation.
because well in Digimon the other characters, like the old characters, don't show up, do they, in like new seasons? I don't know Digimon very well.
As like
But the
small
like the-
guest appearances, like they don't ever have like a major kind of impact on the story.
I
I'm
guess
thinking the earlier stuff too, not that newer weird stuff.
I would
I don't
definitely want the
care
old
for it.
characters to have a presence, just not really any focus episodes. You know, it would mostly be about the Cutie Mark Crusaders and their other. And some people have pointed out that when Babs comes back in Family Appreciation Day, she said they asked her. She says, "Have you met anyone else who wants to join the Cutie Mark Crusaders?" And she says, "Yeah, I've got 2 people back in Manhattan." So there are now 6 Cutie Mark Crusaders. They could totally be the new main 6.
They could.
No, actually, I haven't really seriously considered this idea yet, so I kind of hate to make up mine. I mean, I see a few aspects I would like about it. For example, somebody in the chat already posted Silver Spoon. I think it's far more interesting
man,
to
that'd be-
use older characters, to use established characters and throwing in too many new characters.
Wait.
But
I just think it would be a fun way to like once the main 6 realize their goals, then as I said, I'd like to still be able to see them, but I could see where they probably wouldn't have a lot more stories. So it'd be nice to just have them sort of. I guess it would be like I don't know if any of you have read the comic Slice of Pony Life. It's by Egophiliac, who did Moonstuck, and pretty much making her the most like famous pony Tumblr person, other than Ask Molestia. But the Slice of Pony Life takes place like 15, not even that, probably 12 years in the future of Equestria, and it's centered on the Cake family. So it's about Pound Cake and Pumpkin Cake in their adolescence. Like they're at about the Cutie Mark Crusaders age, but I guess drawn a little older. I don't think they have their cutie marks yet though. So it's a story about them, and each of the main 6 will show up, and they're all grown up, and they have like their their own shit going on, so they'll interact with the younger kids, like teaching them lessons and stuff like that, and it is a blast. Like every time one of them shows up, you've got Twilight, who's like this wise mentor, and she's trying to like teach a class in Ponyville about magic, and she's like of course, overestimates the kids and gives them too much homework and everything. And then you've got like Scootaloo tries to teach Pound Cake how to fly, or gives him advice on like what she learned from Rainbow Dash and stuff like that. And so they just basically pass on their lessons, but they're not the main focus. They're just kind of there, and so you get an idea of what they're doing. And I'd love to see the main show take the same course. It would be really awesome.
Sounds interesting. Can you post me the link in Skype so I can put it in down into the description of the YouTube channel?
Definitely put it everywhere because it's fucking fantastic. It's easily my favorite pony Tumblr.
Yeah. So
I don't want to. I almost pushed the camera down, but then you're gonna get another crotch shot, and we don't want that again.
Notice how he said another. Therefore, you guys know what happened before the stream.
I believe we already got the link.
Oh, well, shit.
Is
I was
it
about
this
to
one?
paste it, but whatever.
Is it this
Yeah,
one?
that is the correct link. Jack B. Hunter's link is correct.
Oh, okay. That's the one I opened. Okay, thanks, Jake. Yeah, now I got the link and I can put it into the description. So, for everybody who is not seeing this live, link below. For everybody who is seeing this live, link in the chat. So, where were we? Oh yeah, Cutie Mark Crusaders. Yeah, I guess it is. This is when they really explored everything about the main six. I guess this would really be a nice way to move over into Generation 4.5 or Generation 5, whatever.
Right.
I guess. The thing why I'm a little bit skeptical about it is that they did this with Young Justice Invasion, or with the Young Justice series from the first to the second season. They made this generation change, but they kind of made it a little bit with too much force by... there were certain aspects I didn't like about it. I made a video about it. Well...
Right. Obviously, whenever we make suggestions about what we want out of the show, it's always with the hope that it'll be done really well, you know? Because I have seen a lot of the times, like, when we make up our things, like, here's what we want to see in Season 4, and then people are like, oh, but there's so many ways they could do it wrong, and it's like, yeah, but the point is that I'm hoping they're going to do it right, you know? I'm not hoping for this to happen just to happen. I'm hoping for it to happen well.
Yeah,
you know?
What the fuck? That's the reason why I usually turn off Skype whenever I'm... I forgot to turn off Skype because in the setup, May was in a little bit late, and I usually just turn down Skype when I'm sure everybody is in the show, but I forgot today, and that's what I get for doing this. Okay. Damn it.
It's all my fault.
Yes, I blame May. He's great. I'm not the one blamed. Usually I'm blamed for everything. It was actually another German who tried to call me. Well, yeah, about... I guess when every other arc is fulfilled, I guess this would be... Yeah, this is pretty much what I already said. I wanted to go somewhere else, but I forgot. Next character, I guess. How about Rarity? Oh, or is he just going to Candelore?
We already spoke about Rarity.
Yeah, but what except moving to Candelore? Is there nothing else we can expect from her?
What about you, A&Y? What are your ideas?
What are our expectations of A&Y? Where's A&Y going?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this
A&Y's going nowhere. He's 28.
is
He's
hard.
too
Well, we all know what... I mean, look at DigiBrony. He pretty much also fulfilled his character arc. He became a fucking Alicon princess. He's now an EQD mod, and he is more or less only a few thousand behind, 1,000 I believe, behind Saberspark for becoming the most popular non-musician YouTuber, Brony YouTuber. So, and animators as well. I just mean the YouTubers who are very much about their own personality. So,
Excuse me.
his character arc is fulfilled. He is the Twilight Sparkle of our group. So...
I don't consider my character arc truly fulfilled until I'm making enough money.
Yep, but your arc...
Because anything could go wrong. If I'm not making enough money, something can go wrong and it can all go away. So...
Blatant.
Yeah, but for now your arc is finished, so let some other characters move on, like Siri. Siri, where do you think you are going?
Somewhere. I think.
Over the rainbow?
Where bluebirds... I missed a call from Wrists. apparently. I missed a call. Well, I think my phone is actually... You can't even see that, can you?
May, where are you going?
Okay. Yeah, I missed a call from Wrists. Like, my wrists tried to call me.
I'm going nowhere. I'm older than ANY.
Really?
Really?
Oh, are you? Actually,
I'm
no
not
idea.
the oldest person?
Oh, wait. Okay,
I'm-
so don't take this to offense. Don't take this to offense.
I heard how you reacted to his age in the early, or not you, but Digi reacted to ANY's age in the earlier podcast.
Wait,
What,
ANY.
Are you 30?
ANY,
Yes.
Terrible.
do you have this on you?
You should hear... Okay,
Okay.
TheoryBrony gave a gift to ANY
Really?
Pony,
Again?
which
pretty
ANY
much-
has been using as his ringtone.
No, not
No, his,
ringtone,
alarm.
alarm clock.
I mean,
in
his
the
his
morning.
alarm. It's his alarm to get up in the morning.
Yes. And it wasn't.
So this
made
could very
by
well
this
apply to
one.
you as well, so...
Right. I don't think this has been brought up in Crepuscular Bronies yet, so now it's going to be more public knowledge.
That's probably
yeah.
a fair point. So, everybody who does not know yet how I am getting woken up every morning from now on, sometimes even multiple times when I use the snooze function. Well, wait, it's too quiet again. Wait.
Rude.
Wake up, you old person!
He's
Well-
such a dick.
So, TheoryBrony, is there anything you want to say to May about age?
You've grown very elegantly.
Oh.
You don't even know how old I am.
Older than
ANY.
fucking decrepit this motherfucker over here. Over there.
Oh god.
Oh, you're already getting
Pasta
me.
wants you to make him an annoying
Yes,
alarm.
the orange one is already asking for it.
Is Pasta old enough? I guess
See, if I were to make him a ringtone, it'd probably be something to the extent of-
Orange. Wake up, orange
Like,
one.
I just whisper death threats, but make them really fucking loud. Like, normalize it so it's really loud. And I'd be saying things like, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep, I hate you, go die, Rarity's best pony. Those kind of
Say it in a
things.
rarity voice.
Oh, I could do that, darling.
Your male rarity voice is just like mine. You totally go for the gay voice. That's
How's that
fantastic.
gay? What?
Hello.
I go
hello,
for the gay voice.
Pasta.
I'm
I
like,
go for a regal, Britishy kind
Sorry.
of deal.
Sorry, I just
Okay.
want to say something.
That's
okay.
Please, guys. Sorry, okay. Hey, Pasta, wake up. I'm going to kill you. If this is okay
Oh,
for
God.
you. I mean,
That is
I
fucking
just
creepy.
want to eat your organs, and I don't really wanna hurt you, but I so fucking kill you, you orange bastard.
Pasta?
this is like
I-
Japanese
I hope
horror.
you don't
This is
mind,
fucking
but
scary.
if you could please wake up, that would be really nice. But if you don't want to, then oh, I forgot. Mr. Bear's outside. 1 second.
I love it. I never get tired of that shit. If I ever do anything with gender-swapped ponies, I'm
Yes!
bringing you in for Fluttershy because I don't like my Fluttershy at all. So
I've just
like,
beaten the thing! Sorry.
Wait, I just realized, why does he need a ringtone from Theory to wake up? They're sleeping together. What?
Anyways, have we still any characters left whose future we could
if we still
consider?
have any dignity left with which to throw away.
We kind of already have this aftermathy vibe in here, so I just want to get the main show finished so we can finally go nuts. So,
You can go nuts.
You already
wait,
do, okay.
Right.
yeah. Pinkie Pie. I mean, even so, we
We already
kind of
talked about Pinkie Pie.
We covered
established...
Pinkie.
Yeah, we kind of established that there is not much to expect. Is there
Covered
maybe
Pinky, we covered Rarity just now, we covered Rainbow Dash, we covered Twilight, we covered Applejack, that leaves Flutter...
And
we
we-
did cover
we-
Fluttershy, we got them all, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we
sing
also
a song.
covered the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Let's sing
We're
a
like 15
song.
minutes over time anyway, so I don't know why you're trying to drag it out.
Well, it's usually it turned out to be more or less 1.5 hours. So,
I was gonna say we got time to spare.
oh yeah. No, but I guess it is a good point to move over to Aftermath as any point else. So, it may take a few minutes because I kind of forgot to prepare the things I wanted to prepare.
Well,
but
we have to sing it out anyway, we have to sing out the outro.
this
Well, I was gonna...
this is a nice idea. Okay, the
This
official...
is nice of you.
So let me finish the official podcast up before you guys get the floor. What is happening?
As we
Anyway,
were saying, Theory,
Okay.
what song?
no. Okay.
I was gonna sing Raise This Barn.
So, okay,
Alright, we can do that.
you picked your song. So, this was the 20th episode of Crepuscularity Discuss. We talked a little bit about what we can or are expecting from the future characters. With us, DigiBrony, Maybe, and TheoryBrony. Thanks the three of us, of you. Thanks to chat for sticking around. And I guess, guys, sing away.
Raise this barn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Together we can raise this barn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 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 go the beams. Hammer those joints. Working. Turn around quick for the right elbow. Partner, here we go. Come on, Apple family, let's get to it.
God damn.
Yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4. Together we can raise this barn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cycling wood, working hard, turn around quick by the right elbow. Grab your partner, here we go.
Yeah,
Raise this
everybody.
barn, raise this barn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together we can raise this barn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slides of wood come off the ground, hold them up and nail them down. Turn around quick by the left elbow. Grab a new partner, here we go. Come on, apples, get her done. Look at us, we're family, working together. Thankfully, we apples, we are proud to say, it's together the pony way. Call your partner, circle right, get down if you're scared of heights. Forward, back, and twirl around, the barn's gonna be the best in town.
For some reason I thought the next time was going to be, I don't think that we're mistaken.
Raise this barn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Together we can raise this barn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your brushes, young and old. Together paint it bright and bold. Turn around quick by the left elbow. Grab a new partner, here we go. Raise this barn, raise this barn. Yes, we did. Together we should raise this barn. Yes, we did. We get there, count close. We all are close to close. All we need to strive to be is part of the Apple family.